Helios parameters... stable. Huh? Void storm readings spiking again? Oh, no. That's yesterday's report. Ugh, my head. My brain's turning to data soup. Of course. This should lower the margin of error to the minimum. Sorry, Cassette. Cassette depository is just through the portal over there. Oh no. What was that verification method I just thought of?
This is the torch of civilization and the future. Chin up. One day we'll touch the etheric sea and the universe beyond.
The cafeteria menu's not bad this week. What do you say we... Leave it to me when you come back.
Data's running slow. Just 5 more minutes. I'll stay. Get the students out first.
Why is the still failing?
Those are just the server racks for the cassette frequency data. Stop resonating with them. At this rate, you'll trigger an overload. Easy. Yes. This is our first meeting. I'm Mornye, Space Trek Collective researcher and professor at Startorch Academy. Do I not look the part? You came to burn your cassette, right? I'll take you. I know.
What was that just now?
Recollections. Recollections of past Space Trek researchers, staff, and students. Data stored in the cassettes. More precisely, memories. They're crucial to the continuity of self-aware consciousness. It's what makes us truly human. Lahai-Roi is constantly shrouded in the Void Storm, a byproduct of the Void-born Threnodian. It has the power to disintegrate the frequency of any living being. To counter this, the Institute produced cassettes, devices designed to capture and preserve a person's frequency and memories, safeguarding their very existence. The cassettes of the deceased are kept here. You likely resonated with one of the stored frequencies. It happens occasionally, but... Anyway, for now, let's get you to the burning room.
Burning protocol initiated. Resonance link confirmed. Burning in 5, 4, 3...
Breathing seems normal. Heart rate should be fast, I think.
You're awake!
Those were my memories. But the last one...
Something wrong? Feeling unwell?
No, I'm fine. So, this is a Rebel cassette.
Yes. Your frequency has been copied and transcribed into it. But before it can be put into service, it needs calibration. Would you hand it over for a moment?
Huh. So that noise earlier wasn't an error. This frequency code, I've seen the exact same one in the database. Identical codes caused a conflict during transcribing. Normally, resonators from similar origins have close matches. But a perfect match? That's almost unheard of. And stranger still, it's not in any official archive. The file is empty. Hmm?
Just a data error. Overwriting should solve it.
Understood, Professor Mornye.
This frequency cassette recorder, or FCR, will alert you when a void storm appears. It also dampens the effects of the storm and stabilizes your existence here in Lahai-Roi. So, keep it on you at all times. But, without adequate precautions, it still won't fully protect you from the void storm's effects. Many surveyors and students have had their frequencies erased this way.
Professor Mornye? About my frequency.
I have read your report. You're stable for now. Compared to your enrollment checkup, your rebel's curve has leveled out. But yes, your frequency still shows signs of past loss. As for the Void Worm, there's no precedent. No one's ever survived having their frequency devoured. Whether yours can be restored is unknown. So don't take unnecessary risks. That's rule number 1. I understand. I'll keep watch for anything that might help.
Professor Mornye, where are you? If possible, please return at once. Dr. Ansem, please calm down.
What's happening?
It's about the artificial sun's launch process. The professors are arguing again.
That's the second time this month.
We can't get a word in. We need you here.
Not that my being there will help. I'll be there shortly. And you, remember to breathe. Sorry, there's an urgent matter I need to attend to. Oh, there's no need to shy away. If you're free, you can accompany me. The Research Institute is open to Startorch students. Walking around here might give you some useful insights.
That artificial sun they spoke of.
In simple terms, it's our plan to replace the sun you see in the sky.
You're planning to replace the Exostrider's drive. Is that what the new solar ceremony is about?
You remember? Did the Black Shores tell you this?
It's the talk of the Academy now.
Right. Replacing it is critical to reactivating the Exostrider. And really, we can't stay wrapped in its warm light forever.
How far along is the research on the Exostrider? How much do we really know?
More than you'd expect, fellow researcher. I'll show you the details once we are in the lab.
Professor Mornye, what a relief to see you. Oh.
Actually... Well then...
I appreciate your perspective, Professor Anselm. But according to Royan calculations, This launch window is the best we've had in decades.
How can you be so certain, Warren? Their optimal window is derived from those indecipherable runes, with no methodology disclosed. Even our most advanced computational systems have failed to decipher their process.
The Roya are our partners, Professor. Their calculations are unquestionable. All we can do is uphold our side of the bargain and make sure the new solar ceremony goes off without a hitch. Well then, I believe counsel from a third person may serve us well at this point.
I'm inclined to proceed with the original plan. But given the unsatisfying results from the last simulation, I understand Professor Anselm's concerns. I'll go to Beata Woods to consult with the Heliotic 6 and re-verify the parameters.
What matters now is ensuring that the Institute can calculate and calibrate the reactor drive's data in time for the launch of the new sun. We all know the importance of Hyvatia in this process, and I sincerely hope you will place more trust in it, Anselm. This is a shared achievement between the Collective and the Roya, the very future of Lahai-Roi. I respect your caution and the pride you take in your work. But please, don't let past failures hold you back now.
Huh! Fine words. Just don't forget that I warned you.
Sorry if I'm being blunt. I'm sure Professor Mornye has her reasons for bringing someone into the lab. But I recognize every face here, except yours. Mind telling me who you are? Ah, so you're here to record your cassette. Though, with the Void Storm in full force...
He comes recommended by the Black Shores.
The Black Shores? I see. So you came here by the same means as Miss Chisa, correct? Her sudden appearance in the Academy caused quite a stir that day. Would you mind sharing how you made it here? I don't deal with the Academy all that much. All I heard was that someone appeared out of nowhere outside the gates.
This may not be the right time for such questions, Professor Warren.
Oh, forgive me. Curiosity has always been my second nature. Well, if you have the Black Shores recommendation, you're certainly a student here. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Warren, supervisor of this lab. Aside from the rooms marked no entry, the rest of the facility is open for student visits. I'm sure Professor Mornye will give you a thorough tour, but please don't take too long. A key member like her needs to focus on our project. Alas, my work calls. I'll leave you to it.
He should have made it to the Institute by now. No danger there. I'll handle this without dragging him into it. That message I just got, it's from the Fraxidus liaison. The Void Storm should have erased him. Yet here I am getting a message from a dead man. Someone's using his comms ID. They know what I did, but haven't blown my cover. A threat? Or something else? Last signal pinged from around here. Contaminated exoswarm. Better clear them out first.
Check this out.
This kind of aggression. Have these exoswarm been altered? The Fraxidus must be behind it. I heard something.
Gotta go fast.
Guess who?
Tie a bow and call that my signature. Over here.
Huh? I heard something.
You got here quicker than I expected. No hurry. We've got time before the main event.
You? Impossible. Who are you really?
The poor Fraxidus liaison you handled. Or just an innocent researcher. Huh. It's all up to you, Lynae. Who you choose to be. And what you're willing to lose. That look. Still unsure, I see. I could help you out a little.
Spare me. Whatever you're planning, I'll stop it.
Oh, so the nameless fugitive is now the unseen guardian. Turn me in, and the Space Trek Collective will come for you, too. Tell me, Lynae, are you really as resolute as you think? Either way, you're a problem for me. So here's a parting gift. One fitting for your new role. The same gift you've always received. Doubt and isolation.
Now that you're caught up, may I ask you a question? Would you like to attend the new solar ceremony?
Me? But I'm just a freshman.
Consider this my personal invitation. I'd want you there to witness it. The rise of the new sun, and humanity taking their first steps into the future they've built with their own hands.
I'd be honored to witness the rise of Lahai-Roi's new sun.
Then it's settled.
Void storm detected near Sundermere. Readings rising rapidly. The source is the Hyvatia detector.
Give me a full report.
Yes, Professor. Hyvatia has been compromised by the Void Storm. It's gone rogue. The defense array is activated. Their target is the Institute itself.
The Void Storm has corrupted the Hyvatia detector, a critical sensor for the reactor drive. It's off course, and now targeting us.
Wait! Someone's near the detector! Is that a student?
Warning. Unauthorized presence detected. Institute lockdown initiated. All personnel must proceed to the nearest safe zone. All exits will be sealed in 5 minutes.
What? I never authorized this command. I can't stop it.
What's the situation?
Hyvatia's contamination triggered the highest level safety protocol. We'll all be sealed in here until the threat is neutralized. I tried to stop it, but my access has been denied.
Then we need to find a way to get out there.
Wait! The main train's suspended under lockdown protocol.
Professor Mornye, I need to borrow an Institute vehicle.
We have backup vehicles at the transfer gate. But how do you plan to reach it?
The same way I got in.
Now's not the time for questions. Careful. Hypatia's gone haywire. We need to stop it before it reaches the Institute. Don't blink! You'll miss the best part!
Endure and defy. One with the sounds.
Drive safe!
Swift and resolute. Swift and resolute.
Check this out. You haven't seen anything yet.
None shall whisper. Nowhere to hide.
Drive safe! Special delivery, go boom!
One with the sounds. You will obey.
Drive safe! Barely made it. Thanks for the help.
So, why were you here?
What happened here? Seal off the area immediately. Pull the system logs and report all damages to the Institute. Check the reactor drive as well. We need to raise our security levels. If I recall correctly, you are supposed to be in class, Miss Lynae. Why are you here? I expect a proper explanation.
Professor Warren, they're just students.
Quiet! I'm asking her, not you.
I noticed that Hyvatia was out of control, so I tried to stop it.
A malfunction in the Institute's primary detector is no small matter for a student to handle. You should have notified the Academy or the Institute immediately, not thrown yourself into danger alone.
I just acted before I could think.
Acted before you could think? Regardless of your circumstance, if you can't provide a reasonable explanation, we've reason to believe you're involved in this incident, directly or indirectly.
Its malfunction had nothing to do with me.
Denial won't get you anywhere. If you don't tell us exactly what happened, I'll have no choice but to expel you. under the Academy's confidentiality clause. Do you even remember what Startorch stands for, Miss Lynae? What our mission is?
Please calm down, Professor Warren.
Ah, the new student. I didn't expect to see you again so soon. You must be feeling unsettled after such an incident on your first day. Of course, I don't mean to put the blame on a student, but her actions clearly violated Academy regulations.
Lynae's behavior is suspicious, but judging by what I just saw, she didn't seem like she was trying to damage the detector. There must be another reason. Besides, it seemed she was about to tell me something before. It was Lynae who protected me from Hibacia's attack. If she were the culprit, she could have slipped away in the chaos. But she didn't. She worked with me to contain the damage. Until we know the cause for certain, punishing her is premature.
My apologies for the tone, but we must inform the Academy and investigate every possible angle behind this. The Institute has poured everything into this ceremony. If something has gone wrong, we need to uncover who is responsible. Miss Lynae, please come with me. We'll address this with the faculty. And as a witness to the incident, I'm afraid you'll need to come as well, young man. After you.
The Academy has reviewed the incident, Professor Warren. While we share your concern over the Institute's loss, blaming a single student...
What were you doing when Hibacia lost control, Miss Lynae? Why were you at the Institute during class hours?
I was escorting Rover to burn his cassette at the Institute. On my way back to the Academy, I noticed abnormal frequency spikes and contaminated exoswarm near Sundermere. Before I could act, I was surrounded. I tried to contact the Academy, but the Void Storm blocked communications. Exoswarm remains should still be there. I assume you are already investigating them?
No such remains were found, Miss Lynae. Making things up won't help you.
That was quick. What about the surveillance cameras? They're equipped to handle Void Storm interference. They should have captured the exoswarm before things escalated.
They didn't. And in fact, you aren't in the footage at all. I wonder what you were doing at that time. Avoiding the cameras, perhaps?
What if the footage was tampered with? Her presence could have been erased.
Possible, but only if she and the exoswarm were truly there.
Since neither side can confirm that, how about we start by verifying if the footage was altered?
We should expand the scope of the investigation. Remember the security breach in the database? There might be more compromised than just today's feed.
You mean the breach that exposed a flaw in the system? Fair enough.
Do you have anything else to add, Miss Lynae? Don't worry, we're here to help you.
No. Then please remain on Academy grounds until the investigation is concluded.
One last thing, Miss Lynae. You're from the new Federation, right?
What do you mean?
Nothing. I just noticed you stay at the Academy, even during breaks. Never thought of going home?
Thanks for asking, Professor. I keep in touch with my parents whenever I can. If you're implying I have some secret agenda, you'll be disappointed.
Not at all. I simply wonder if you don't want to return.
I don't think that's something you should concern yourself with, Professor.
Let's not waste any more time, Professor Warren.
Thanks for speaking up for me.
What was that device you had when Hyvatia went berserk?
Straight to the point, huh? I thought you let it slide like they did.
Highly unlikely.
Good. You're still you.
What's your real purpose?
Let's talk somewhere else. This place is suffocating.
Be careful. You're not just a student, are you?
I've always wished I were just an ordinary student, but, well... Ever thought about throwing everything away? The responsibilities, the secrets you can't share, the constant weight on your shoulders. Just letting it all go and living a carefree life like the rest of them? Just a passing thought. I know it's not something you'd admit to, whether you've ever wished for it or not. Not someone like you. But we're not the same. I just really want to be like the other students here. This place always brings me peace. You want to know who I really am so you can connect the dots on that incident, right? I can tell you, but only if you promise me one thing. Let me stay here, at the Academy, as a student.
Is it really so important to you?
Yeah, more than I can say. I'll take your silence as a yes then. So, you've heard those old pulling a switcheroo stories, right?
HQ, this is Lynae. Sorry, Overseer. We were ambushed. Don't worry. I'll make it to Startorch Academy in Lahai-Roi in time. I'll complete the mission, assigned by the Grand Architect.
Spoiler alert, their mission wasn't completed. Professor Warren knows I'm from the new Federation, but not exactly which part. It's called the Lawless Zone. Let's just say you'd see blood spilled every 3 days on average. That's where I grew up. I had talent, and the new feds saw it. Put me to work, off the record, dirty jobs. Then, that day happened. It was an accident, but I saw my chance. An admission letter to Lahai-Roi's Startorch Academy. I found that recording I played you on the real Lynae's liaison at the Academy. So, I quickly learned she wasn't just a regular student from the start. Even so, I came to Lahai-Roi. Everything here, it's nothing like the new Fed. People don't question themselves when they wake up, brush their teeth, and look in the mirror. They just know who they are.
And do you want to be one of them?
Look, as far as I'm concerned, the Fraxidus threatens my school life. They're your enemy too. We have shared interests. That's a solid basis for us to cooperate.
A student wouldn't talk like that. Even if we solve this, do you think you'll be able to look at yourself in the mirror afterward? That being said, I do know what matters most now. I stood up to Warren for you because I chose to trust you, and I'll own that choice.
You know, sometimes you really do sound like a teacher. All right then, let me rephrase. I like this school. I've met good people here. People who treat me like their friend. People worth protecting. That's why I hope you'll help me find out why the Fraxidus are here in Lahai-Roi.
Let's do this. Together.
I've been holding in these words forever. Feels good to finally get them out. As for our first lead... What we do know is, Hivacia's malfunction and the contaminated exoswarm are definitely connected to this device I found. It looks like Academy tech. Maybe the Department of Engineering's lab can shed some light.
But why would the Academy allow something this dangerous to circulate freely?
Maybe its appearance is just a disguise. Or maybe it means its maker had free access to the department's resources. After all, that contact who's been feeding me orders might still be inside the Academy. If you're ready to start making moves, I know a shortcut. Right this way. Found it! It was hiding pretty deep. Like I thought, the record isn't in the ordinary directory. It's triple classified, disguised as regular system data.
Which means someone hijacked the department's equipment to make this.
Correct. I just scanned the device itself. It looks like a basic calibrator, but the inside is completely different. Long story short, it stores and amplifies a tiny slice of Voidstorm frequency, just enough to make stuff designed from Exostrider tech lose control.
Stuff designed from Exostrider tech.
And here's the kicker. Whoever made this can control it remotely.
So it can be activated again at any time.
Exactly. It's literally a ticking time bomb. You're probably wondering why I didn't hand this over to the Academy, right? Before we identify the Fraxidus contact, I'm not letting it out of my sight. So first, we've got to neutralize the threat. With the production records and device data, I can try to override the device's permissions. Get it to only activate if it resonates with me. It'll reboot during the process, though. And, there might be some noise.
You mean the mechs here will be affected?
Yes. That's why I'll need you to keep them in check during the process.
Sure. I've got you.
All right, starting now. Having someone cover my back like this, not too bad.
Leave it to me. One with the sounds.
Quick and clean. It's been overwritten. Don't have to worry about it being remotely controlled. Glad we pulled it off in time. You got me. It's been a while since I've done something like this. Gotten a bit rusty. Stay in your comfort zone too long and you start to slack off without realizing it. Back in the day, I would have handled this in 28 seconds flat. Because the longest reboot time for the auto defense array is 28 seconds. Sorry, back to the topic. While digging through the database, I noticed something. The Academy's mechs and the Void Matter Barrier security logs show unusual access. Someone used admin-level protocols. Also, the device's data has 3 frequency waveforms. One from Hyvatia. The other 2 are unrecognizable. Just by, browsing the Academy forum. Alright. I was once tasked to hack into the Institute's database and tamper with Hivacia's calibration data. But I didn't change anything, just threw in a few emojis and left a note telling them to upgrade their encryption. That backfired, though. Got me flagged.
Back to those waveforms. If one is Hivacia's, then the other two are likely the targets for the next experiment.
I think you're right. Next, we need to figure out what those waveforms correspond to. Maybe we'll find a clue in the Lahai-Roi ecological studies. Let's head to the Space Trek archive then. Allow me to introduce Miss Iris. She's... That's right. She's the Archives Administrator, responsible for indexing all the data here. A very reliable senior, you could say.
Hello, I'm Iris, the retrieval AI of the Space Trek Archive. Miss Lynae and Rover, what can I help you with today?
Oh, you look beat. Everything okay, Miss Iris?
The archive experienced a data leak recently, so I'm running system maintenance in the background. But don't worry, routine queries are still available.
We want to look up info related to this waveform data.
Searching now. Found 3,281 matching entries. Should I list them all?
That's a lot. Add these keywords. Void storm and exoswarm contamination.
Understood. Narrowed down to 324 results. Down to 3 results now.
Big improvement. Let's split up and review them.
Locations for those files are marked. Need anything else? Maybe some tips on your school life? Never call Mr. Sigma Traffic Illuminator, unless you're up for a 10-minute non-stop high-speed chase.
Determining exoswarm contamination thresholds via synchronous accelerators. Tensor renormalization of the void storm's frequency. It looks like it's a paper studying the impact of the void storm on exoswarm. I can't understand a word. But if I match the waveform Lynae found with the data in the paper, it's void worms.
Preparing for the test with Blade again.
Why does Iris keep flagging my thesis submissions?
Huh. Void Matter Storm Surveyor Amplifier Module Manufacturing Manual. Version 3.12. This is the original manufacturing record for the device Lynae found. Could be useful.
Why does Iris keep flagging my thesis?
How's it going on your end? What I found were mostly things we already knew. Abnormal void storm cycles and the Institute's equipment acting up for no reason. A void worm. Could it be... they're planning to use the device to trigger a void worm's rampage? If so, then their target could be...
the Research Institute.
That's the most likely target. With the Great Sword there, void worms usually steer clear of the Institute. But before Hivacia lost control, I saw a lot of contaminated exoswarm remains nearby. Looks like the contaminated exoswarm and Hivacia were just tests and rehearsals before the main event. Whatever their game is, the real goal is to control a void worm to attack the Institute. Void worms spawn under the influence of Threnodian energy. In other words, as long as the Void Storm and the Threnodian exist, they can't really be destroyed. This isn't a problem we can fix with a quick solution. I'll leave that to you. As for me, there's one more thing I have to do. The Department of Engineering's crafting platform runs a mass production line. The Fraxidus must have more of these devices. If they activate them to lure a void worm toward the Institute, we'll need a backup plan. With the manufacturing manual you just found, I can boost our device's power 2 to 3 times. That way, if a void worm shows up here, we'll have a stronger bait. The Space Trek Collective has defense systems and restraining devices in active void worm zones. If we draw it there, we can keep it from attacking the Institute. Like I said, it's only a backup plan. Once you warn the top brass, they'll have countermeasures ready. Besides, with the permissions overwritten, I'm the only one who can control the device. That ties me directly to Hivacia's malfunction. So yeah, I'd rather not use it. Is that the time? Ugh, trouble's just about to roll in. By now, they've probably noticed I've overwritten the device's permissions. This contact of ours isn't going to just let it slide.
Miss Lynae, the Academy requires your presence for a follow-up inquiry concerning Hivacia's malfunction. Also, we've received an anonymous report alleging that a criminal record and prison history under the name Lynae closely matches your identity. This raises concerns about possible falsification of your admission documents.
Huh?
Please cooperate with our investigation.
I'll answer any questions you have, but this has nothing to do with him. He only enrolled today.
Very well, then. Please return to your dorm and wait for further questioning. Leaving without authorization during this period will count as a breach of Academy regulations.
Sorry. I'll count on you for the rest.
If, as Lynae said, the Fraxidus have infiltrated the Academy, I need to be careful who I alert in the Institute. For that, I need someone I can trust. It looks like I'll have to visit the infirmary again.
Ah, what a rare visitor. I assume the Void Storm, those void worms, and your admission would have kept you too busy to drop by.
The Fraxidus have contacts inside the Academy. They're planning an attack on the Research Institute.
That's certainly surprising news. And what do you need from a school doctor like me? Or should I say, why come to me at all?
Because I'm still new to the Academy. Professor Mornye isn't around, and I have no way to judge if I'm passing the message on to the right person.
And you trust me?
You gave me a hint when we first met, didn't you? saying welcome back and recognizing me as a Black Shores bloombearer. That's not on my official record. Your knowledge of me goes beyond the paperwork. Besides, Chisa mentioned I left the academy in a hurry, so someone must have helped to erase my trail. You didn't exactly act like that was our first meeting either.
Interesting theory, though I'm not sure I fully understand it. What I'd like to know is, what do you want me to do about it?
Not going to admit it, huh? Fine. No time for games with an emergency looming.
I see. Pests inside the academy, then. A void worm attack on the research institute. It must be part of a bigger play. Hyvatia's malfunction, the abnormal void storms. I fear it's all connected. Don't worry. I'll handle things with the institute. Whatever you discover, or whatever course of action you choose, I won't interfere. I'll provide support when the time comes. Now go do what you must.
Well, look who's here. How's everything going?
I've informed Dr. Hurston and Professor Mornye about the situation. Once the Institute gets the warning, they'll prepare accordingly. The Fraxidus' plan is still unclear, so it's best not to act rashly. Any investigation, leave that to me.
Nothing urgent for now. But since you're here, maybe we could talk a bit. Sorry about this mess. I really should have cleaned up. You know, back in the new Fed, my room was just a bed, a chair, a desk, and my weapons. Mercenaries? We don't know what a real life is. We only know survival. That's why we never settle down. Everything that isn't gear or a weapon is just dead weight. But the more dead weight I pick up here, the more I realize how much this place means to me. At first, I only saw the Academy as a way to outrun my merc past. Didn't care about the cost. I took the chance. No hesitation.
Startorch Academy. It's really important to you, isn't it?
Yeah, every day here is a blessing. I get to splash color around, cruise under the sun, and learn stuff I never even knew existed. This place may be buried under frost, but it feels brighter and freer than anywhere I've been.
About that anonymous report on Lynae's criminal records and prison history. Who are they really talking about?
The Fraxituses Lynae. Mercs in the new Fed are essentially government contractors. After I took her identity and faked my death, they wiped all my Merc records clean. Now that I think about it, it's kind of funny. I can't even prove who I really am anymore. Whichever Lynae I am, I don't belong here. But still, I truly appreciate what you've done for me. Thank you for speaking up for me more than once. And thank you for trusting me. It's rare to have trust unbound by contracts. I'm not a student here anymore. The Academy let me know the result of their investigation. They're kicking me out, sending me back to the new Fed. And it's either back to the old work or spend my life behind bars. Not like I choose either one of those. So, before the Academy locks me down for good, this is my last chance to run. I've never belonged here. This stolen school life was always gonna end, sooner or later.
Is that really what you believe?
Sorry, but I have to go.
Attention all faculty and students. Voidstorm activity detected. Seek immediate shelter nearby. Do not leave Academy grounds. The Voidstorm will cover the entire campus in 5
The
minutes.
Void Worm.
Initiate
And the target is...
Protocol 5 now.
Not the Research Institute.
Attention all faculty.
It's heading for the Academy.
Voidstorm activity detected. Seek immediate shelter nearby. Do not
Lynae?
leave Academy grounds. The Voidstorm will cover the entire campus in 5 minutes. Initiate emergency protocol 5 now. Attention all